the Sticky Mickeys, ET Street. NT05r. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. Now today what I want to do is talk about the Sticky Mickeys over here, the Mickey Thompson ET Street R's versus the NT05Rs, and this is by Nitto. Now quite a few people have asked the question of which one's better, or which would I prefer to use on my charger. And I have to say, you can't go wrong with either of these, but I do notice a difference between the two of them, and I do have a preference on which one I would rather use on the street or the drag strip. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now to be clear, this is the NT05R's 315/35/20. So that means that my Hellcat replica rims are on here, and they're 20 by 10, and then these ET Street R's are on 18-inch rims by 10. So there's a little bit of an advantage on the ET Streets because of the thicker sidewall, okay, because of the smaller rim here. So you know, you keep that in mind. Also too, my experience with both of these tires are at different power levels, so keep that in mind. The Mickey Thompson ET Streets were on the charger at 400 wheel horsepower and 450, whereas in the NT05Rs were around 350 to about 370. So always keep that in mind. Which one are you going to use more on the street, and which one are you going to use more on the drag strip? I found that the NT05Rs are actually a better tire if you're looking to do more street driving, more street racing. I found that the compound here does a better job of, when you're not trying to actively race or anything like that, rocks, pebbles don't really get stuck to the compound very easily. You know, if you're driving around behind someone that has real drag radials, they're kicking up rocks and pebbles and really just being a pain in the butt to drive behind. So the compound here on the street is great. And then once you actually warm it up, the tire gets nice and sticky for the street. Now at the drag strip, there was no complaints. I had no problem gripping and ripping and everything like that. But I will say that the compound on the Mickey Thompson ET Street R was a little bit better for the drag strip. That being said, I also found it a little bit on the annoying side when I was ripping around on the streets, even when these things weren't heated up. As you can see, there's just pebbles, and I've dusted this off plenty of times and there's still stuff stuck to them. The compound is just always ready. And at the drag strip, you know, you warm these up and they really do a great job of sticking and doing what they're supposed to do, which is, you know, getting traction. Now the tire difference, like the pricing and whatnot, they're about the same. I would say you could book around $350 to $400 per tire. So really pricing is not an issue between the two of them. You know, depending on the size, you know, really depends on the pricing of it. But both of these are 305, 315. So ballpark wise, they're similar in price. Now the reason why I would lean towards the NT05 for my next set is because I do a little bit more street driving as opposed to drag racing. And so this compound will do, like I said, a little bit better on the street. I don't think you could go wrong with either of them. I really didn't have any issues gripping and, you know, especially at the drag strip with either of these two. But if you are a drag racer, and I still think this is the winner. There's a reason why everybody in drag racing really tends to lean this way. In regards to, you know, drivability and everything like that, these didn't really get tested too much on bad weather and whatnot, but again, you know, just based on the tread patterns and whatnot, I would still lean towards the Nittos for a better overall street daily tire. that's really my experience. Most of it has to do with straight line performance on the drag strip and on the street. So give me the Nittos on the street, give me the Mickeys at the drag strip. All right, guys, hopefully this helps some people down the road. You know, videos like this don't, you know, really do well when I publish them, but they do great down the road, and it's because, you know, it gets picked up by Google searches and YouTube searches for people that are actually looking for help between, you know, products, and they just want to hear the opinion of someone that, you know, either has it or has experience with it or whatnot. So hopefully this helps some people down the road. Again, you know, if you're watching the video and you haven't subscribed yet, definitely go ahead and do it. I will get you guys more dyno footage, more builds up on the channel soon. So with that being said, guys, I'll check you on the next upload. Thank you so much for the support. You guys are awesome.